What's going on, everybody? And in this week's lesson, we are going to check out a simple yet challenging but really fun Alice in Chains track, and that is Put You Down. Now, a while ago, I made a video to my top 5 Alice in Chains riff. This has been one of them. You guys have been asking for more Alice in Chains since. The world has slipped upside down, but we are finally getting there. Now, this song is really fun to play, and it's simple and challenging, like I mentioned, for a couple of reasons. One, it's simple because it's short. There's not a lot of riffs. It's only a couple, 2 or 3 at most, mostly power chords and bar chords. So that's simple. But what makes it challenging is some of the rhythm is hard. The tempo is kind of upbeat, right? Alice in Chains has a lot of down-tempo songs. And so the tempo can make these riffs a little challenging. So let's jump in and start talking about it. For the most part, Alice in Chains tunes down a half step. So this song is an E flat standard. Now they have a whole slew of songs that are in drop D tuning, but that is still also down a half step. This is not one of them. We are an E flat standard. A couple music theory things for this song. It's mostly based around an F sharp blues scale. Right? And I'm going to be speaking as if my guitar is tuned in standard tuning. So I know I said F sharp, we're down a half step, it's technically F, but I'm just referencing the guitar as if it's standard tuning. And then we have this kind of E-shape standard bar chord. It's really all we got going on in this song. The song opens up with this riff. So this riff starts off, we have the F sharp twice, then we have that little lick in between there, right out of the pentatonic scale. 3/4 on the A string, up to 2 on the D string. Do that 2 times in a row. Open A, down the 2. Now if you don't want to play that open A, you can always use your pinky and grab that note there. I don't care how you play it. Now A. Right? 16 notes, a little start and stop here and there. 3/4 on the A again, but now it's going to be 3/4 open A, 2 of the D. Open A again, and then 4 on the D string. And you can put the open A with it right there on that chord. Okay, and make sure you make those notes staccato sounding. That's what kind of gives this riff the flair and what makes it challenging. So now we're going to come to the last chord, B, 2nd fret of the 5th string. We're going to play it once with 2 dead notes, with the open A, and then land back on the chord. Then we have that ending. Basically major triads. 4/4/4, 2, B, A. And then chromatic line on the D string, 2, 3, 4. I tend to slur this, right? And then play double stop on the 2nd and 3rd string, 2nd fret. All of that is going to be a clean repeat except that last chord. That's your ending. You take away the bluesy stuff and you just play those chords. So the B chord is the same. And then it's B and C with an open A. 2, 3, 2, A. And then we get into probably the most challenging riff of this entire song, and that is this section. Awesome riff, right? So again, blues bass, and that's what makes Cantrell so fun to play. So we have this 3/4 on the 5th string, jump down to the low string 2, and then jump up this minor 7th here to the flat 7, E. like that. Okay, and now I would probably mute most of that except that high E right there. Make that your accent note, okay? Now picking wise, I would probably down pick most of this, but always grab that E with an upstroke. Like that. So it's hammer on, mute the low string, up to the E, and then a quick mute again. Like that, okay? That's how you play that riff. It ends on that note, and now the verse starts. So those are kind of the two opening riffs, and that's mainly the whole song outside the chorus section, right? So there is a slight variation of this riff within the verse, and that is just how you, on the fourth time, kind of like a turnaround, right? You kind of do it twice, 2 measures of 4, right? And it's basically the same thing. On the fourth time, though, instead of going down the 2, you're going to go to open. Like that. Open E. And then 2 dead notes and a B twice. Okay? So you do that twice. And then that's going to take us to the chorus. Now here, if you're working on your bar chords, this will be challenging. If you know your bar chords, super straightforward and easy. 4, 7, 9. All right? And what's interesting, right, harmony-wise, is that this section, it sounds like tension-filled, right? It sounds like a out of key. It sounds like we went somewhere. And that's essentially, if we look at the main riff, right, that it follows F sharp, A, B, the first 3 notes of the pentatonic scale. Right? And this chorus goes 4, 7, 9, which is the same distance, right? It's just up a whole step. And if you watch this Metallica video I did a while ago, that's how it's kind of creates this sense, this illusion of tension in your songwriting. But they use it for the chorus here, which is kind of nice. Just step up a whole step. So we have this, we'll call it A flat, B, and D flat, right? Or G sharp, B, and C sharp, whatever you prefer, right? 4, 7, 9. And there is some interesting rhythmic things here, right? A lot of these are on the upstroke, right? So if I'm counting eighth notes like this, 1 and 2 and 3 and the hits on 7 and 9 will be upstrokes. Like that. 1. Okay? So just listen for that and watch out for it. And then we repeat that and we go up to 10, which is then on the downbeat. Okay? That is the chorus. You do it twice. Let's see. I like to put another chord hit before I go down on 9. And then as the chorus comes to an end, I put a couple of chord hits on that 10th fret. And we get back into that riff. And guys, that's the whole song. There's really not that much else to it except we repeat all those parts. After that, there's a slight breakdown. There's no guitar solo in this song, which is another reason why I wanted to do it, because it makes it a little more accessible for us rhythm guitar players that maybe can't do the solos. But if there is some Alice in Chains solos, Man in the Box is a good one, Them Bones has a great solo, let me know in the comments below, and we'll make a video on those solos, or Jerry Cantrell solo. Anyway, breakdown of the song, you just hold out the F sharp here, a little bluesy, one of those little things, right? Again, double stops, 4 and 4, second and third string, down the 2, and then grab the root note at F sharp on the D string, 4th fret. Okay, that's the breakdown of the song, and then it kind of gets into this outro section. which is just the repeat of that riff, okay? And he's gonna stay maybe a little more palm muting, a little more subtle, not so aggressive, and he's gonna stay in second position, but then when the vocals kick in, he's gonna move it up to fifth position, and then move it up to seventh position, right? Just basically same thing on A, same thing on B, right? And there you go. Put You Down by Alice in Chains. Crank up your amp and rock out because these riffs sound great through it, right? Simple yet challenging riffs from a rhythm guitar standpoint. Accessible because there's no guitar solos. Maybe that's disappointing for some of you, but like I already said, we can tackle some of Cantrell's solos, right? Down in the description below, you can find a link for the tabs for this track. And as always, let me know what you come up with. So until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.